welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, where they have been calling the Hogs since early in the morning in anticipation of this showdown we have coming. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off of bye week, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Razorbacks will put total weather to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. The LSU Tigers offense is on the field for the first time today. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you've got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a...
He's going to go for a big one. And it's caught inside the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. From the gun, running back gets to give. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him, because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. So Arkansas's offense will go to work for the first time today. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You've got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. And it's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help, because you trust these guys on an island outside.
They'll operate out of split backs. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Caught in the backfield. It's Hatchett. They get him down after he makes the catch.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive player in the first quarter, because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of the playbook for the rest of the game.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. He lets it fly. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
On the numbers and stats will show you, going for it on fourth down in this area of the field really puts pressure on a defense. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Here comes the offense on first down. He's looking to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Clay. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Runs through a tackle. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Power football with the run. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Old Dominion fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Virginia Tech. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Offense gets set for second down. Off the RPO, complete. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So,
oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the second quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. The quick out. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catches plenty to give them a first down.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bettis. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Back to throw. It's Bravo. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. He got it. And with that, they've taken the lead. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
And you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll try the run. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the get on the RPO. You want them to run the football. And you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. To the ground with the back. He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy recently, the other side, when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up. When you watch the way they run their offense, usually it starts with the physicality and the ground.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Looking downfield, it's Bravo. He finds his man. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? They'll throw it on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Catch in the middle, it's Davis. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And he's got it! Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up, keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can lost one deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. To the air, it's Prince. He's not afraid to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
And it's right down the boulevard. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside his own 10, he's got it out. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, LSU. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. The offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
On the move, it's better. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. At the 35, he's loose. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Bravo. Gets it out fast. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for a 4th down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. Pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They go right back to him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree. Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Well, that is when the tight end is going to want to have that. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be
looking for the end zone. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
The offense stays aggressive. They're trying to throw the football and just we're on the same page. There's an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. The defense gets the big stop.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
He leaves it with his back. At the 25 on his way. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on first down from the 40. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
The back goes in motion. Now he's looking to throw it. That pass is incomplete. A 3rd and long coming up here. Dropping back, it's Bravo. And they got him for the sack.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
Instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on the ground, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. Going to try to get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays like we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. You've got to need better effort in the back end of this defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Prince. Throws toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see all this movement in football now. All this stint in the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard in this one.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. You just see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back. Cat-like quickness.
Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they go back on top. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Back to pass. It's Bravo. Got his man quickly. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He's open on the right. Oh, look out! Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
That's how you have a short memory. That's how you forget about the big play that just happened, and you line up in your stance and you respond. Great job by the defense, lining up, getting after the quarterback, even after they made a big play.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Not a whole lot of yards gained on that one, but using the fullback as a weapon in the pass game can pay dividends.
Yeah, oftentimes we see fullbacks just kind of stubbing their face into the fan. They're getting blocks. They're inside the tackles. This time they try to sneak them out, see if they can catch the defense slipping. It's a nice change-up play by the offense.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Nebraska is up big right now. What's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Lincoln for some time. They're up by 38 over the Coyotes. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Finds his man. It's Rousseau. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Last completion sets him up on 2nd down. The give to the lone running back. He breaks the tackle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Looking for a man. It's Prince. Extending the play. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Can't say enough about the secondary. All game long, they have just been in the back pocket of these wide receivers. They've got the lead late. QB outside the pocket, but they don't give him anything easy, and now it sets up 4th down.
And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him, and they convert. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got a man. It's Schultz. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And after the pickup gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Unleashes one deep. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. On the run, it's better. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? To the air, it's Bravo. Gonna take a shot. It's caught downfield. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. 2-possession game at this point, right?
He uncorks one deep. And the pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that no matter what the coaches say, they just mean a little more, and they hurt a little more if you lose.
They do, and that's a fact, and every player will tell you that. There are some games that are highlighted before the season that this game matters more, and it's not that the other ones don't matter. It's just that the hate runs so deep for some of these rivalries and some of these kids that grew up across the street from each other that went to different schools, Jesse. You can feel it.
David, you're absolutely right, and I wonder because it was a rivalry game, did the losing team get a little overhyped? It just looked like they were pressing too much in this football game. They made too many uncharacteristic mistakes, and as a result, they take the L.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports.